Welcome to the video on the predictor. Now that you have become more familiar with the basics, we will immediately go over a few examples in writing situations, starting with the predictor. In this video, I will show you the basic functions of the predictor. If you already know how to use this tool, you can watch the next video about the advanced functions. Now let's get started. In order to write, you will usually use a pencil. In our case, we will click the fountain pen in the toolbar. When you want to work with the predictor, I recommend that you open both the editor and the predictor. I will show you why. Let's first start the editor and click the crystal ball to open the predictor. You could also choose to open the predictor from the right tab in the editor and click the appropriate icon. This left window here is your predictor. This is the most powerful predictor available on the market. Its word database is composed of more than 380,000 words and is entirely adjustable to your own difficulties. The particularity of the predictor is that it builds a list of words that is parallel to the original one based on the words that you use on a regular basis, making it your own list, and thus allowing you to write faster. Moreover, the Mendelexi predictor is the only predictor on the market to be phonetic, a patent technology. As I said earlier, I recommend that you place both windows of the predictor and the editor beside one another. It will be easier to visualize, since you will work with both windows. The predictor is very easy to use. You simply need to get used to working in this environment. Don't go too fast in the beginning. Let the word list appear, and take the time to look if the word you're looking for is there. If so, use the arrows on your keyboard to navigate through the list. It is a more ergonomic way than using the mouse, and you will save time. Alright, now let me write very simple sentences to show you how it works. As you type in letters, a word list appears and gets more and more precise. If you wait a moment, the system will read through the list so that you hear the words. But for the purpose of this video, I disable this function. Once it reaches the end of the list, the system will reread the words after a 30-second pause. If the word you are looking for is not there, you can click More Results to see additional words, or you can write more letters. Once you found the right word, you can select it with the arrows of your keyboard and press the right arrow to access dictionaries or have the word read to you by the system.
If
If this is the word you want to use, press Enter on your keyboard to add the word to the predictor and continue writing. As I mentioned earlier, the predictor works phonetically. As I write APL, the system gives me words that begin with APL, but notice that it also gives me the word apple, which is the word I want to write. So I'm going to select it with the arrows and press Enter. I purposely made a mistake selecting apple singular. You will see why in a moment. Then, I can finish my sentence. You might have noticed that as you write words in the predictor, additional icons appear at the bottom. The speaker icon allows you to listen to the system reading what is written.
These apples are red.
The trash can deletes everything written, and the parchment allows you to transfer text from the predictor to your editor or copy it to your clipboard and paste it anywhere, like in Word, in an email, and so on. The keyboard icon allows you to activate or deactivate the key echo, which you can have more information about in the appropriate key echo video. And finally, you have the flask icon, which gives you access to additional functions. These additional functions will be analyzed in the advanced functions video of the predictor. For now, let's transfer what I've written to the editor. Now you can choose to delete or not what is written in the predictor. Once you transfer your text to your editor, you can process to manual spell check by clicking manual spell check icon in the right tab. The spell checker shows you your sentence and the proposed sentence with the analysis of the mistakes you made. If you click the green arrow at the top right of the spell checker, you can choose the correction for that error, which will be automatically applied to your editor. Now as you can see, the S was added to apple. Let's go back to the predictor. You probably have noticed that in this sentence, every word has a different background color. In fact, every word category has its different color, whether it's a common noun, a proper noun, a verb, an adjective, and so on. This filter can be accessed by clicking the arrow here. This can be useful if you want to write a certain type of word. For example, if you want to write an adjective, you can activate only the adjectives in the filter, click the green check, and start typing. Then every word that will come up in this list will be adjective, beginning by R. If you want to reactivate every word, you can click again on the arrow and select all. I'm now going to write another sentence as an example. If you know how to spell a word, you don't have to wait for the list to appear. Simply write your word and press the space bar and keep on writing. Now, I just wrote T, and notice that the first word to come up in the list is these. This is because the MediaLexi predictor remembers the words you use and builds your own corpus. That is why we say it adapts to you. The more you use the predictor, the more it will suit your specific difficulties. Now if you write a word that does not exist and press the space bar, Medialexy will tell you that this word does not exist. If you want, you can add this word to your corpus, or you can click cancel and try to find a solution, or your mistake. You're now ready to work with the predictor. If you want to know more about the advanced functions of the predictor, which are extremely useful and powerful, you can watch the video about these additional functions.